You probably know him as Neo in The Matrix, the man who redefined action movies and cyberpunk philosophy. But behind all the bullet dodging and red pills lies one of Hollywood's most quietly powerful stories, a man who turned tragedy into purpose. This is Keanu Reeves, a survivor who chose kindness over bitterness and solitude over showbiz. And we're about to reveal how every clip of his life tells the lesson that changed millions. But that's not the only thing that transformed him. Welcome to Malaimania, where we unravel the stories behind the subtitles and the real human behind the hero titles. Keanu Reeves has become a cultural hero, not because of superpowers, but because of his humanity. In a world obsessed with spectacle, he chose humility. That's what we're diving into today, the deeper journey beneath the screen personas and the tough guy roles. And trust me, you'll want to watch every second. Section 1. Childhood and Early Struggles. Born in Beirut in 1964, Keanu endured abandonment by his father and constant moves with his single mother. He bounced through high schools, struggled with dyslexia, and never fit in. He didn't graduate, but he did discover acting. He wasn't just surviving, he was searching. And that search would shape a philosophy of kindness that runs through every role and red carpet moment. Section 2. Career Breakthroughs and Rising Fame.
Can we get your dad's keys? Could steal them, but he lost them 2 days ago.
In the late 80s and early 90s, Keanu's talent couldn't be ignored. Film after film, Speed, Point Break, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, each amplified his range. He wasn't just an actor, he was a global phenomenon. But big roles can cast even bigger shadows. Section 3. Love, Loss, and Heartbreak. Keanu found love with Jennifer Syme. They were expecting a child together. And then, in 1999, the baby was stillborn. In 2001, Jennifer died in a car crash. 2 devastating losses in 2 years. That grief drove him to step away from the spotlight. But it also set the stage for his greatest transformation. Because now, he had to choose who to become. Section 4. Turning pain into purpose. Instead of fame's usual distractions, Keanu embraced simplicity. Ditching big mansions for modest living, riding the subway, smiling at strangers. He started giving back, quietly but consistently. Matrix fans will know of the $75 million he gave to VFX and stunt teams, so they'd be fairly compensated. It wasn't a PR move. It was personal. It was gratitude. But that wasn't even the most powerful part of his generosity. Section 5. Small acts, huge impact. From anonymous donations to children's hospitals to sharing his own comedy earnings with crew members, Keanu has quietly reshaped our expectations of celebrity. In a culture that praises fame but ignores consequences, he showed what it means to lift people up every day. Remember this: humility isn't invisible, it's powerful. Section 6. Philosophy of Loneliness and Resilience. He once said, "Grief never ends, but it changes shape." In 2019, he answered a fan's question about death, saying,
"What do you think happens when we die, Keanu Reeves?"
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
I know that the ones who love us will miss us. He wears solitude like armor, but not as isolation, as a space for empathy, reflection, and quiet presence. That vulnerability, it's the force behind the myth. Section 7. Why he still inspires us all. He's not perfect. He's not untouchable. He's deeply human. His story shows that loss doesn't have to break you, that walking through fire doesn't define you, it can refine you. And that's the lesson Malaimania wants you to hold on to. Keanu never regained what he lost. He chose meaning over more. He chose substance over spectacle. If you found this emotional journey powerful, If it makes you see grief, fame, or kindness differently, drop a heart in the comments and tell us what's the greatest act of kindness you've witnessed or given yourself. Hit like, subscribe, and join Malaimania if you want more stories where pain meets purpose like this.